Good evening, everyone. This is Douglas D. Welch, and this is a Technology IQ Short. I've been having some issues with my clients' computers, and I wanted to pass on some advice to you. In this case, it regards inkjet printers. What I'm finding with some of my clients is that they print so infrequently that the little tiny micro inkjets on their inkjet printer are actually becoming clogged with solidified ink. The ink, as it's sitting in the printer, literally dries up in these tiny little holes, and you get artifacts like pages that print and maybe a color is missing or there are lines throughout the printout. So if you are in that situation where you don't print that frequently, I'm going to give you some advice about how to avoid it if you can. First of all, if you can, just print something once a week or so or something like that. Now, if you're in a dry environment like we are here in Southern California, you may need to print a little more often, but basically if you're just exercising the printer, you're going to be okay. Now, if you get to the situation where your printer is having trouble printing, there is built into every printer some method of cleaning those print heads. Basically, there's either a button press on the front of the printer or there's a function inside the software that comes with your printer that causes a cleaning cycle. And sometimes there's even a variety of levels to that cleaning. Typical, more strenuous, and even more strenuous. Now, I will say, if you're cleaning your printer a lot, it actually does use ink from the cartridge every time you do the cleaning cycle. For lack of a better description, a little suction cup comes up on the bottom of the cartridge and goes and slurps on it to try and free up that ink flow. Now, if you're in a situation like that, I would love to be able to tell you, oh, well, click this, click that, and click the other to do cleaning on your printer. But the fact is, all the printers are different. The best I can recommend there is you go to your computer manual, your printer manual, I should say, or if you haven't got that at hand, go to the website for the manufacturer of your printer and look up your printer and see how you clean the print heads. That should give you step-by-step directions on how to do that. Typically, there's then a test page that prints out that allows you to see if the cleaning has had any effect. Now, in some really difficult cases, I've actually had to clean the printer 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times before I finally get a decent-looking page out of the printer. Now, if things are really gummed up, depending on the manufacturer of your printer might be dead. Now, we hopefully won't have to go that direction. There's one thing I want to show you about the differences in printers, because this might have an effect when you buy a printer. Because there are some printers that actually have the inkjet printheads on each cartridge. The printheads are actually part of every cartridge, so every time you replace a cartridge, you actually replace the printheads as well. Other manufacturers, though, the ink cartridges are just ink reservoirs. They're just buckets of ink that plug in, and the printheads are permanently installed in your printer. Now, in my case, I have two printers here, two inkjet printers here. I have an Epson and I have an HP printer. Well, if you look at the cartridge for the Epson printer, I'm going to try and show that to you. You'll notice that at the bottom of this cartridge, there's the top. At the bottom of this cartridge, there's simply one big opening for the ink to come out. If we look, though, at the HP print cartridge, that's this one here, you'll notice that, and I know it's a little difficult to see there, but on the end there, you can see the copper kind of looking foil. That's actually the print head. So every time you replace this HP cartridge, you're actually replacing the print heads. So in the case of the HP printer, if it was so completely gummed up that it would not print at all, you could conceivably repair the problem by simply replacing the cartridge. And I say simply, I know these are pretty darn expensive to replace, but you're not going to lose your whole printer. Now, one thing I will usually try with any printer that has a cartridge like this, with the print heads on it, is if it's really gummed up, I'll take some rubbing alcohol, I'll lightly wet a paper towel or a napkin or something like that, and then lightly brush across the metal print head. What you find is the ink is fairly soluble in rubbing alcohol, and in a lot of cases it will break up whatever has become stuck inside those print heads. And then you'll be able to put this back into your printer, do another cleaning cycle, and typically you'll find that it will free up. Now, of course, in the worst cases, all you can do is replace the cartridge. Now though, what do you do with the other type of printer, like my Epson here? Well, it's happened to me that I've almost lost this printer because I can't replace the print heads. And even with that, I actually can't even get at the print heads really to clean them with the alcohol method because they're kind of buried underneath. In that case, if repeated cleanings of the printer do not free it up, unfortunately, the printer is basically dead. So, as I was saying before, try to print regularly. And I would say if you're going to go on vacation or you're going to be away for a long period of time, say a month or so, you might even want to take your print cartridges out, put them in a zip-top bag of some sort so it's airtight, and that will prevent the ink from evaporating out of the cartridges while you're gone. Now, remember, if you're doing repeated cleanings, and I want to stress this, if you're doing repeated cleanings on your printer, it's going to use up ink in those cartridges, so don't be surprised if that cartridge doesn't last quite as long as it should. Well, I hope this has helped. First of all, by showing you the difference in some of the inkjet cartridges out there, kind of explaining the problem that's occurring when you get those weird printout pages where lines are missing or colors are missing. And hopefully this will allow you to protect yourself a little bit, even if it just means printing out a page every so often. You don't want to lose the use of your printer. You don't want to have to go out and buy a new one. So I hope you found this episode of Technology IQ useful. For more information on your printers and any other technology, visit the website, welchwright.com/techiq. That's welchwrite.com/techiq. You can also email me at techiq@welchwright.com.